And we say good morning to you, broadcasting live on the road today. We're Chick-fil-A back in the saddle. We like it. It's been a while, but we're here and the weather's clearing up. It's warming up. Snow's melting off, and so for now we've got clear skies and good things going on. I guess we'll get some more winter weather before it's over with. But anyway, today we'll take it as it is. It's looking good. Going to be in the 50s and up into the 60s tomorrow. 60s and the 50s again on Wednesday. It's going to drop back down into the 40s. But hey, we'll take it and we'll enjoy it and take it for what it is. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. We got the bracelets and brownies going on. Whoa, bracelets and brownies going on tonight. That'll be happening from 5 to 7 here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, where you can come in and we'll tell you about the bracelets you can make for Valentine's Day bracelets for the young'uns and also the brownies. We're going to be sampling the fantastic Food City brownies, and so we'll be doing that. And also, you can get your trays ready for Valentine's Day. Heart-shaped trays here at Chick-fil-A, so we'll tell you all about that as well. We got lots to cover. We got it right. I told you. I don't always get it right, but I told you. Got this one right. What are you talking about? Defense and special teams won the Super Bowl for the Seattle Seahawks, and so we'll talk about that. The running back Kenneth Walker, the MVP. So it was it was a defensive football game, and a lot of folks saying it was a boring game, and maybe it was, but it was a football game that was dominated by defense. Seahawks, as predicted, shut down the Patriots' offense. Myers sets an NFL record with the most field goals in the Super Bowl. So the kicking game was big. The punter for Seattle was big. So it was, as predicted, big games, special teams, and who wins the line play. And it's that's not rocket science. That's not exactly a earth-shattering comment, but it's the way it is. It was proven very much last night in the Super Bowl. So we'll talk about that. College basketball, Major League Baseball. Folks, spring training starts this week. Daytona 500 this week down in Daytona on Sunday. So lots going on. We'll take a look at all that. But first, let's get it cranked up with the national anthem here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And let's see who's going to do it today. We like to rotate our folks that sing the greatest song in the greatest country in the world. And today, it would be the Kingdom Heirs out of Dollywood.
One, two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken, literally the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A on a Chick-fil-A Monday. Yeah, ready to roll. Thanks for being with us. So, Seattle Seahawks did it. We said they would, and they did, and so got that one right. Winning their second Super Bowl championship, taking it back to Seattle. Hello, Carl Wilson. Hello, Debbie Whitson. Thank you, kids, for watching. One of the best defensive performances in Super Bowl history. The Patriots had 331 yards of offense total, but more than a third of that came on those two drives. That didn't mean anything, really. And so the Seattle Seahawks defense on the slam down was 5 sacks on Drake May. They held them to 13 carries on 42 yards for the betterment of the ball game. That would be their big running backs. Seattle dominated both up front, and the Seahawks racked up 6 sacks on Drake May, one shy of the Super Bowl record. Seattle's offense around Kenneth Walker, 27 carries, 135 yards, 26 more on 2 catches. The guy was the MVP. Although, you look at this, I'm not too sure your kicker's not your MVP, but they didn't give it to him. Sam Darnold, okay, 19 out of 38 for 202 and a touchdown. Seattle now owns 2 Super Bowl victories, becoming the 17th franchise with at least 2 titles. And so the Patriots go back home with an L beside their name, of course. And Drake May's final stat line, the quarterback for the Patriots, 27 out of 43, 295 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Ran 37 yards on 5 carries. So it's okay. Wasn't great. It's okay. But again, the defense did the smackdown for the Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, again, the MVP. First running back to do that since Terrell Davis did it for the Broncos back in Super Bowl XXX2, and what be 32? With the upset win over the defending champion Green Bay Packers that year. So guys that were running backs that won the MVP, Kenneth Walker, Terrell Davis, Emmitt Smith, the Cowboys, Otis Anderson, the Giants, Marcus Allen of the Raiders. Also, John Riggins of Washington, Franco Harris, the Steelers, Larry Zonka of the Dolphins. So Walker's 94 rushing yards in the first half, the second most in Super Bowl history. And then Walker became the first player in the Super Bowl to record 2 runs of at least 20 yards in one drive. So the statistic folks were out in full force for this game, finding all these little nuggets, and I think it's pretty cool. Seahawks kicker Jason Myers set a Super Bowl record for most field goals with 5. In the history of the Super Bowl, the most ever had is 4. With 17 points against the Patriots, Meyer now has 206 points for the season, the most of any player scored in any NFL season ever. National Football League record, 206 points in one season by Myers. So pretty impressive if you're looking for those kind of stats, and that's what we do here on the show. He had a total in the season of 41 field goals, scoring 171 points in 2025, which led the league, and in his postseason gives him the most points ever in an NFL season by anybody. So that's a pretty impressive stat. We look at it from that standpoint. Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here on the road. We're here at Chick-fil-A on a Chick-fil-A Monday. Tomorrow, Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings just in time for Valentine's Day. Wednesday at Lingerfield Drug Center. Thursday, Poor Trav's Deli. And Friday, we'll be wrapping up the week and kicking off the weekend, Valentine's Day, at Food City and Gray. So now here's what's coming up today. Bracelets and brownies here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Let's read this to you, make sure we get it right. And, yep, brownies and bracelets from 5 till 7. You sample the delicious brownies from here at Chick-fil-A, and they are, create a Valentine's Day bracelet for someone special or for yourself from 5 till 7 tonight. Bracelets and brownies. It's free while supplies last from 5 till 7 tonight here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. And then you look here. I'm going to see if I can show you. This is awesome. Say it with a heart. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. Say it. There's your trays. Heart-shaped trays for Valentine's Day here. You can get a 10-count chicken minis, 30-count nuggets, 10-count chicken strips, 6-count of those cookies we're showing you, or 12-count of the brownies. So there you go. Say it. What's it say? Say it with a heart. Say it with love. Heart-shaped trays from Chick-fil-A while they last. They go quick. So I wouldn't wait till Thursday or Friday and come in here. I'd call them up or come in and place your order. Phone number is 423-297-1266. That's what I would do if I were you. So say it with a heart. Heart-shaped trays for Chick-fil-A for Valentine's Day, coming up, of course, on Saturday. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we're going to be joined by, let's see, we got folks lined up. Gary Rose will come talk SEC basketball. Boy, Tennessee had a rough weekend. Talk college basketball coming up next. Tough weekend for the Vols. Lady Vols got creamed yesterday with South Carolina. So let's go back to the Super Bowl for a second. Let's cover that, and we'll truck on to the college basketball. So the halftime show. Did you watch it? No. Did you watch the Turning Point? No, I was in church. Didn't see either one of them. You gonna go back and watch them? Probably not. Busy week coming up. So, what's your take on the halftime show? I've said leading up to it I wasn't going to watch Bad Bunny, and I didn't. Here's where I think we missed the boat completely. This is Tom Taylor talking. Halftime show. What's coming up this year? Not hearing a lot about it. Of course, we're not there yet. But this is the year of our 250th birthday as a country. Biggest show in America. Maybe March Madness it's getting close. But right now we'll give Super Bowl, okay? So it's our 250th birthday. They missed the boat. I think they could have done a very cool patriotic show celebrating the birthday of America, but they opted to go with a Spanish-speaking guy named Bad Bunny. So I think we missed the boat. I think NFL missed it big time. Roger Goodell and the boys missed the boat for sure. So, but it is what it is. And the Turning Point apparently had some incredible numbers. I've not went back and watched it. Maybe tonight I get slowed down, I will. But anyway, that's my take. I think the NFL had a chance to really do something cool to celebrate our birthday because, next year will be 2027. The next Super Bowl will be too late. This was the one I would have thought you'd win and promoted our nation's birthday, 250-year birthday this year, July 4th. So as the greatest country in the world, but they didn't. So I think they missed the boat. Did they call and ask me? No, they didn't. So, and that's okay. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We will. And when we do, we'll take a look at college basketball. East Tennessee State got two big games this week. They're on top of the Southern Conference standings. We'll tell you all about that and more after this from Chick-fil-A on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Hi, my name is Brian, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is you can taste the different types of cheeses and the blends that they use, and everything just comes together. It's like a delicate dance. They're like perfection in every bite.
This is Andrew McKeon. Now you can bank with a live teller at Carter County Bank every Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with Drive-Thru Plus. The first of its kind in the area, Drive-Thru Plus is an ATM as well as an interactive teller machine. Insert your debit card to use the ATM 24/7. To talk to a teller, just touch the screen and you will see and hear a Carter County Bank teller on the video screen who is ready to help you with almost any transaction you need. With Drive-Thru Plus, the teller can assist you with withdrawals including coin, cash, and check deposits, exchanging dollar bills, making loan payments, help with online banking or a lost or stolen debit card, and much more. Drive-Thru Plus tellers are available every Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Drive-Thru Plus is at our Rome Mountain branch, Pinecrest Milligan College branch, and also our new Broad Street branch in Elizabeth and next to Food City. This brand new branch features 3 Drive-Thru Plus lanes, a new branch experience, and an interactive historical timeline of Carter County and Carter County Bank. Learn more at cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is a division of Bank of Tennessee, locally owned, locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. Member FDIC.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Tennessee got drilled yesterday. The Lady Vols got hammered by South Carolina, the worst loss in program history, and for South Carolina, the biggest win in program history of an SEC opponent. So some soul searching, I would think, for the basketball team. Her post-game press conference, it was quick and short and sweet. And they said, how you going to fix it next game? Next game, which they have this week, of course. And so the Lady Vols got who they got? They got somebody at home. I'll double check here in a second. Tennessee, so of course Facebook's blowing up. Get rid of her. She's not Pat Summitt. No, she's not Pat Summitt. So, and she said, "What do you tell them?" She said, "Well, they got to figure it out." And I would agree with that. You can put them out there on any sport at any level and present the X's and O's in the game plan. But number one, they've got to execute it and they got to want to do it. Now, this is the same bunch that there had girls that showed up late for shoot-around or for warm-ups. Game day and you're late for warm-ups. So I think there's more going on than being shown. And I just hope she doesn't lose the team. But, clearly there's something not right. And for her to come out and, pretty much throw them under the bus, and she's right from what I saw and what I read. But with today's athletes, I'm not sure, that may be reverse psychology or she's been straight up. I don't know how that'll play out. We'll find out the next game, which is this week for the Lady Vols. So, but I'm not sure how it's going to work. So, because she was pretty pointed, and I appreciate that. But again, if you're dealing with divas, and I don't know what you are, I'm not down there, but something's not right with that basketball program. And so, when you're late for warm-ups, I don't know whether they don't like her or she's too tough for them or they're being babied. They're used to being babied and coddled. I don't know what it is. But there's a different, in my opinion, and I'm sitting there in East Tennessee and I'm not there, but it would appear to me there's a definite disconnect. And for my money, this next game will be the season for Tennessee. So, and you got Texas still coming, you got LSU still coming, they still got to play. So, I want to say they've got Missouri at home. I want to say that. Let's see. Because Tennessee, the men's team has, or is it Tennessee, the men's team's got Missouri at home. Let's see. Oh, the wrong sheets. Here it is right here. Tennessee plays Wednesday night. Tennessee Tennessee goes to Mississippi State on Wednesday night. So they go down and play the Bulldogs. And then they come back home for LSU on Saturday. Okay, so, yep, the ladies have Missouri at home. And I want to say Thursday. So next couple of days will be real interesting in practice, I would think, for Tennessee's ladies team. So, and I think it's a season. If they come out and lay another egg. Now, look, they've had a pretty tough stretch. They went to UConn, number one team in the country, went to Georgia, went to overtime, but beat them, which is not easy to do on the road in the SEC. And you know that in any sport. Any time you go on the road and win a game, it's a big deal. Then you go to South Carolina and get clocked yesterday. So, they need to come back. It's a young team. You're up against 2 storied programs, a lot of veterans back. So I'm not sure putting the mojo on the UConn and South Carolina games are the answer. So, but again, proud tradition-rich program for the Lady Vols and laid the eggs that you've laid. Certainly there's some eyebrows being raised, and I understand that. But this, we're not there. I'm not there. You're not there. So, but something ain't right, as they say. And when she said they were late for warm-ups, I knew right then she had problems. Well, why would you be late for warm-ups? And so I don't know whether she tries to be their buddy and can't, and then when it's time to crack the whip, you can't, or she doesn't, or they don't listen. My father told me back when we were kids, when you get into management, you can't be one of the boys. You just can't. You can't be one of the boys in time to crack the whip and not going to pay attention to you. And he used the analogy, and he's right. You can't run around with them on Friday night, go out with them on Friday night, and bring them in the office and chew them out on Monday because they're going to look at you as the guy on Friday night. They're not going to look at you as their boss. They're going to look at you, he's one of us, one of those boys. So, and I don't know if that's it or not. I'm not there, but something's not right. And, either they've checked out on her or she's checked out on them. I don't think she's checked out on them. They may have checked out on her, but we'll see. Big game. To me, it's the season Thursday night. If they can't get any continuity back and come in and run roughshod over Missouri, the Lady Tigers, then I think you got, on down the road, you got LSU and you've got Texas still to play, if I remember correctly, with the Lady Ball schedule. So then, of course, you got the tournament. So, yep, they got some soul searching, and we'll see how it goes. Top 25 men's game yesterday. Number 2 Michigan, 21-point win over Ohio State. 13th ranked Texas Tech, a 7-point win over West Virginia. Tonight, men's top 25, St. John's, number 22, hosting Xavier. 24th ranked Louisville, hosting NC State. And a good one, marquee game tonight, obviously. Number 1 team in the country, Arizona, at number 11, Kansas. Jayhawks trying to play with the upset. We'll see if that's how it rolls. But number 22, St. John's, hosting Xavier. Number 24, Louisville, home to NC State. And the top-ranked team in the country, Arizona, at number 11, Kansas. New polls will come out later today. We'll have them for you tomorrow. We're going to be at Cannon's Furniture. Tomorrow's games got some good ones. All these numbers will change, but they're going to be good for now because it's all we got. Number 4, North Carolina, or 14, North Carolina, they'll be at Miami tomorrow night. 15th ranked Vanderbilt at Auburn. 18th ranked Virginia at Florida State. 12th ranked Purdue will be at number 9, Nebraska. Good matchup there tomorrow night in the Big Ten. 5th ranked Illinois hosting Wisconsin. 16th ranked BYU, the Cougars tomorrow night at Baylor. Hey, there's our weather guy. Hey, he's grinning because they had snow. He likes it. No, not me. But we do need a weather forecast. You got the time. 4th ranked Duke will be at Pittsburgh. 21st ranked Arkansas tomorrow night at LSU. Number 7, Iowa State at TCU. Number 8, Houston at Utah. And number 6, Gonzaga tomorrow night at Washington State. That's the men's top 25 college basketball. East Tennessee State, number 1 in the Southern Conference right now. Bucks having a heck of a year, 10-2 and 18-7 on the season. Big games for the Bucks coming up. They have Chattanooga on CBS Sports TV coming up on Wednesday at Freedom Hall. Valentine's Day, Sanford in here at 12 o'clock at Freedom Hall. Then they wrap up their regular season at Furman at UNC Greensboro. Back home against Wofford, which is a biggie, on the 25th. And wrapping things up at Mercer on the 28th in the regular season. Get ready for the SoCon tournament. So East Tennessee State right now, 10-2, 18-7 overall, and number 1 right now in the Southern Conference men's basketball standings. Quick break. We'll get the weatherman on here, see what he says next on the Tom Daly Sports.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethan Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethan as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethancoc.org.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by, our buddy, Storm Tracker Sacker Jesse, who also works here. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Are you happy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a great 2 weeks.
He likes snow. He likes to do the weather. So
That's right.
what was the total? I had 8 inches in my place. What was the total most snow accumulated somewhere in the area?
Well, if you go by lower elevations, I saw 13.5 inches in Jonesboro and in Pigeon Forge. If you go by the higher elevations, the highest total I saw was 22.5 That was in, I believe, Wolf Laurel, North Carolina. That place is usually a hot spot for higher totals.
Ski resort too, of course.
Yeah, ski resorts are loving it.
Almost 2 feet of snow, Wolf Laurel, which
Yep.
there's a ski resort there, of course, in western North Carolina. So we had what'd you say, 12 inches? What'd you say in Jonesboro?
13 and a half in
13?
Jonesboro. I had 10 in Johnson City. I think I actually had a little bit more. I think it settled a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah. And then the airport had 8, which is the most that they'd had since 2018 in December.
Let's do this right here.
Okay.
Get you a little bit more cord. There you go. Now we can hear you a little better.
Yeah, so 8 inches was at the Tri-Cities Airport. That was what was measured, and that was the most since the storm that hit us in December 2018, which was over 9 inches. So, a lot of areas measured near or upwards of a foot. 10 to 12 inches pretty common in the measurements for areas east to Interstate 81. Areas along and west to Interstate 81, 6 to 8 inches is pretty common. So, definitely a decent storm.
Warm up now, right?
Yeah, we're going to be the 50s today and 60s on Tuesday. So,
It's hard to
it's going to
believe.
be nice. Yeah, it is. We'll have another front, bring some showers, probably Tuesday night, maybe a little Tuesday evening, but Tuesday night, Wednesday. And our temperatures will knock back down a little bit, not too bad. Back in the, low 50s on Wednesday, but we're probably in the 40s on Thursday and Friday. And into the weekend, it looks pretty wet. Generally not looking at much winter weather, maybe a few snowflakes in spots on Friday mixing in with the rain, but generally it's going to be a rainy weekend coming up for Valentine's. Temperatures starting in the 40s and then maybe working their way up to the 50s depending on how that storm system tracks over the weekend.
So no snow.
Generally,
Just rain.
Generally, mostly rain. Yeah.
Yep. So here we are, early February. So typically February is our snow month. Do you see down the road any other storms brewing?
I don't see anything significant right now. If we were to turn back to a colder weather pattern, it would probably be the end of the month into March, and that could happen. But given that that's pretty far away, it's low confidence right now. That was originally my winter forecast. I said we'd get a lot of our winter in December and January, and then February we'd get some milder weather, and then into February and March maybe we'd get another cold spell. So we'll see if that plays out.
Polar vortex.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty incredible. Once that door opens, it comes. It's
That's right.
cold.
Once
Wow.
that lobe gets over here on this side of the hemisphere in North America, it opens up the doors to some pretty cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been experiencing. But if you look at the stratospheric forecast, you notice that the main lobe of the polar vortex going to the other side of the hemisphere, which opens that door for milder weather coming to the U.S.
So right now, mild weather this week and some rain by the weekend.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah. Cool at times because it's February, but it's not going to be super warm all the time, but it's going to be a lot milder than what it has been.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Won't forget that one. Going out on my porch, this was last Sunday morning, a week, 2 below air temperature, and I'm thinking, I can have this.
8 below at the Tri-Cities Airport last Monday morning.
Yeah,
That was the coldest we've seen since February 2015.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can have that.
Yep.
I don't care the snow. I mean, I can deal it, but the
Right.
2 below, and that put a lot of people. I mean, that was
Yeah.
tough. A lot of heat pumps, a lot of people without power and trying
Can't
to
have
stay
that.
warm.
No.
Tough.
It's terrible. Yeah, my friend was cracking up because he said, I woke up Monday morning, I looked at my weather app. He said it said 3 below, and he goes, oh. And he went to refresh it, hoping it would change. 4 below.
4 below.
It's got worse.
Warming trend.
Exactly.
Went up 1.
That's right.
So let's talk for a second about Chick-fil-A. Tonight's the brownies and bracelets, the little get-together tonight from 5 till 7 where you come in and they're going to let you sample the brownies and make a Valentine's Day bracelet
There you go.
from 5 till 7. And so you got Valentine's Day coming up this weekend where you get the trays. You get the nugget trays, the strip trays, brownie trays,
That's right.
cookie trays, and a heart-shaped tray, limited supply.
Right.
So do we come in and get them now? Do we call in the order? How do we get that? Make sure we don't, because you'll run out of them. You always do.
Right.
So how do we?
The heart-shaped trays, while supplies last, so it just depends on, how quickly those go. They're very popular, and generally those are with the 30-count nuggets and then I think the 12-count cookies and brownies. I'll have to double-check on that.
I got it right here.
Yeah,
So-
that's good.
So tell us how we can keep them. I mean, do we call in? Do we
Well,
come
and
by?
when it
How do we
comes
do
to your
that?
larger trays, your medium and your large nugget trays, your 120 and 200 nugget trays, those are definitely something you want to call ahead on. But these heart-shaped trays are pretty much ready at a moment's notice within just a couple minutes, hopefully quicker in the drive-thru or in the dining room. Generally, that's something we can whip up at a moment's notice.
10-count chicken minis, 30-count nuggets,
Mm-hmm.
10-count chicken strips. Let's see. You have 6-count of cookies or 12-count brownies. Here it is again. I showed you earlier in the show. So I'm going to ask you again. So what do we do? We come in to do it? Can we call in and say, set me back 2 trays? Do we have to come in person to get them? What do we do?
You can order ahead if you'd like. Just give us a call or order online at chickfil-a.com, and we'll go ahead and take care of that for you. But like I said, you can come to the drive-thru or in the dining room at a moment's notice and pick those up.
How's the floats going?
The floats are great. They're very popular. The Dr. Pepper float's probably been our most popular.
That's a biggie?
Yeah, we can do any soda with the floats that we have available, and, of course, High C and Powerade even, too. But the Dr. Pepper, I think, I've found to be the most popular.
And somebody tell me they came in and got a lemonade float. And I thought, okay, that ice cream and lemonade, but each to their own.
Well, and I don't know that we have that available. Maybe they did. I know we have the frosted lemonade, which we've had for quite some time. So the difference between the frosted beverages and the floats is just the blending. So you blend the ice cream with the frosted beverage versus the float you don't. So
Float, you just put the ice cream in.
that's right.
You put
Not
the
too
root
much
beer or
difference, just a
whatever.
little bit.
But the float, you swirl it
That's right.
with the ice cream.
That's right.
There you go. So right now, the most popular, as it was last week, I talked to Molly, was and is Dr. Pepper floats. That's pretty cool. Which I
And we
love.
have the root beer float, which is more classic.
Yeah.
We do have root beer available, but Dr. Pepper's been more popular.
Yeah, that's what I thought would be the one, would be Dr. Pepper, or root beer. But right now it's Dr. Pepper. They're all available right here at
They
Chick-fil-A
are.
in Elizabethton. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on as always.
Yep. Quick break. Oh, tell us how we can keep track of the Storm Tracker Sacker or weather
Storm
guy.
Tracker Sacker. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or X, as some call it, and SACHER on the last part of that spelling. And I like to say thank you because during the winter storm and prior to the winter storm that we had, very active last few weeks, we got over 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I noticed quite a few follows on Facebook. So for anybody who's listening that was a new follower, I'd like to say thank you. We appreciate that.
There you go. He does a great job. Storm Tracker Sacker, SACHER. Quick
it is.
break. Back after this on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
Antique Mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Another casualty. It's interesting. I told you this is what's going to be happening, and it's happening. So another college bowl game is shut down. They're going away. The L.A. Bowl. Been playing over the last, 5 years. Announcing that they will discontinue the bowl out in L.A., obviously, the L.A. Bowl. And so brings the total number of bowl games, expected to finish out for the upcoming 2026 season of 40, which is down already. So this one was played in Inglewood, California since 2021. So they got 5 years in. The games featured teams from the Pac-12 and the Mountain West, or the game rather. Game never had a repeat matchup. Boise State was the only team that played in the event twice. Well, they're doing away with it. Why? With the increasing number of player opt-outs in the non-CFP games, which means they don't care anymore. It's an obvious issue from a competitive standpoint, which we said and told you every bowl season what's going to happen. Not to mention bowl practices getting in the way of recruiting. Never thought of that, but that's a very valid point. So bowl games aren't seen as a reward like they used to be, and that's true. So now it's almost a hindrance. So the LA Bowl, that's 2 teams gone. So you're down to 40 bowl games, which is way too many. You're going to see more of them fall by the wayside. You wait and see, because there's not the interest there. The kids don't want to come. They don't want to go play. They want to opt out because it's not in the playoffs, and they don't care, basically. They just don't want to do it. And so as a result, the LA Bowl gone. So, and there'll be more. Washington's win over Boise State in December was the final of the 5-year postseason event. LA Bowl is gone. So there you have it. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live here at Chick-fil-A. It's the brownies and bracelets tonight from 5 till 7. Come in and sample the brownies. Man, they are good too. Whew. And of course, we showed you the hearts. You can get the brownies for Valentine's Day coming up on Saturday. And so, as we've told you, and it's true, there is a limited supply of these silver heart-shaped tins. There's only so many, and once they're gone, they're gone. So again, as we told you Friday at Food City about the flowers, same thing here about the tins for Valentine's Day, the heart-shaped tins. If you walk in here Friday, you won't guarantee you're going to have one. So if it was me and I was you, I'd be in here ordering them right now over the next couple of days, making sure that you can get yourself a Valentine's Day tin full of goodies from Chick-fil-A, be it the brownies, the chicken minis, the nuggets, the strips, the brownies, or the cookies. But tonight it's the bracelets and brownies, or brownies and bracelets from 5 till 7. And so Molly will be here and get to make a bracelet for yourself or your special Valentine and sample the brownies. It's pretty cool stuff. It's all right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. He's here. He joins us next. Perfect timing. My man David Collins from collinsandcompany.info. They got a auction finishing up tomorrow night. We've been talking about that, everything from riding mower to miter saws, got all kinds of cool stuff. They're auctioning off and got more. And we'll show you and tell you because he's in the house, along with the office goddess is in the house. So, and she's dressed out in pink today. She has pink on. So we'll take a break. Does that matter, Tom? No, it doesn't matter at all. But just an observation. Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jeweler's Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler. He's there to talk, and we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do, and it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week.
Yes.
And so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jeweler's Bench. on Facebook and Instagram. And then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them.
Is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there, and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. Look at him. He's in the house. Did you watch Bad Bunny?
No.
No. I watched No Bunny. So
Just sandwich and fries. Good.
yeah.
No drink.
Get you a sandwich and fries.
I
there
watched
you go.
The other one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
Yep. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet. So
Did I watch
Kid
the-
Rock and does that
Did
much?
I watch the football game? No.
No.
Sorry.
I didn't. I was in church. So and it went on without me and you.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
That just shows
So-
that the show goes on.
Yep.
Even when you're not here, somebody will carry on with something.
NFL missed it, in my humble opinion, as I said it outside of the show. What they should have done, they didn't call me and ask me, but they should have done, this is our nation's 250th birthday. Should have been a patriotic themed halftime.
Yeah.
It's our birthday.
There
We
you go.
opted with a Spanish-speaking dude from wherever he's from, which, so I think Roger Goodell, the commissioner, they missed it. They had a chance to, because next year's Super Bowl will be 2027. It'll be too late. This is our year for our nation's birthday, and it could have been biggest stage in the world is the Super Bowl to showcase our 250th birthday as the greatest country in the world. And to use a football term, they fumbled it. So there you go. They didn't call me, and that's okay.
That's pretty good, Tom. They fumbled it.
That's it. They fumbled the ball. All right, this auction goes to tomorrow night. This is really cool. You getting a lot of hits on this one?
Oh, yeah.
Wearing it out?
Yeah. We've got
So is that the
again-
right word? You say hits? Or I guess it's bids. Wouldn't be hits, it'd be bids.
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 Yeah.
You got riding mowers. You've got battery-powered weed eaters. You've got a bench grinders, a Cobalt wet tile saw, which is not everyday thing you auction off, a Cobalt compound miter saw, so on and on and on. Gazebo, patio furniture, a patio gazebo rather. So all this, we've been telling you about it.
Small auction, but good stuff. Let me mention this. Our last two personal property auctions, we've had over 500 bidders from out throughout the United States.
Wow.
So if you're thinking about doing an estate sale, why go to liquidators? Depend on your neighborhood. We sell to the world.
Sell to the world.
Yep.
There you go. And you can still bid till tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Go to collinsandcompany.info.
Yep.
They all started a buck a bid. I guarantee it's not a buck a bid now. That's going up there. You got a riding mower. It's a Craftsman riding mower, 42-inch mowing deck. You can win this. And you ship everywhere, right?
Ship nationwide. We had
Nationwide.
somebody buy a washing machine that lived in Indiana, so we've got to ship it to them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And we do it. collinsandcompany.info. All right, this Saturday got an auction on Valentine's Day on Bristol Caverns Highway. Tell me about this.
Yep. If you love your wife, you'll buy her a farm. There's 7 acres. I think close to 7 acres right on the Bristol Caverns Highway. It's got a fixer-upper house. Pretty acreage there. It really is. I like that land. But anyway, nice little auction there. If you're looking for acreage in the county, there you are.
Go to the website, check it out. It's coming up on Saturday at 10 o'clock
10
on Valentine's
a.m.
Day.
That's it.
Buy your girl a farm. Buy your baby a farm. There you
Yeah.
go. All right, then they've moved it because of weather to the 21st, which is Saturday after next, on Tiger Creek Road in Rome Mountain. Tell us
Golly,
about
what a
this
great,
one.
great place. You want creek frontage. Tiger Creek, it's just a roaring creek. Pretty creek frontage there, 14 acres. It's got a house. Of course, the house needs fixing. We've got a shop up top that you can use for probably make a second home out of it if you wanted to. But great place, big block building there, just a mile off the main highway there on Tiger Creek Road. So really private, not far off the road.
21st, week from Saturday.
Do what? Oh, yeah, no damage from the storm.
Yeah. How much snow do you have in your yard? Do you check it?
Yeah, 8 inches.
Yep, that's what we had too. So,
Yeah.
But we're back. We got 50s today, 60s tomorrow, so I hope we get some moderating temperatures.
Yes, I'm
So,
with you.
Yep. So
I like moderation.
it was pretty, but I'm over it. So we're ready. Think spring is what we're doing.
It was refreshing.
It was refreshing.
Yeah, it
but we're glad
reminds
it's
you
gone.
Of what the Lord does for you.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Thank you, man. I
You're on
appreciate
it. Put that right there.
Got it. Yeah.
He is on it. Refreshing the snows like the Lord. Refreshing.
Yep.
Yep. All right, let's take a look at some houses he's got. He's more than just an auction company. He's a full-service real estate and auction company. This one's on Conway Street in Roan Mountain from 183.8. Tell us about this one.
If you like the community of Rome Mountain, here's your spot. You can buy a neat little fixture up there. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Got a large attic up top. Good little spot right there on the dead end street. So anyway, it's a bank foreclosure.
All these are on the website, by the way. And of course,
Yes.
we're flashing it real quick for the sake of time. You can go in and look at it at your leisure. Look at it as long as you want to, see all the schematics and all the properties and taxes and everything you need to know about it. So
Yeah.
on all these properties, Liberty Hollow Road, Elizabeth, and 189.9.
Stony Creek, good house, ready to move into. Qualifies for just about any type of financing as well. So that's a good spot, good money for house for the money right there.
He's everywhere. Johnson City in the Liberty Bell Science Hill School District on Michaels Ridge Boulevard. It's a pretty home. Tell us about this one.
Libby, listing Libby Holman. Nice house, really nice house. A good neighborhood where that house is, and just a really good spot, ready to move into. Great house there for the money.
There you go. All right. Another one in Johnson City. So you think, well, he's just limited to Carter County. No. Roan Mountain, Elizabethton, Johnson City. This one's Fairmont Elementary, Indian Trail Science Hill on Brown Avenue.
Yep, there you go.
Tell us about this
yeah.
one.
It's
One
Brenda,
level?
Yeah, Brenda Henry. She has that one listed there. Nice house, too. Move-in ready. Brick. Good location over there, as you well know. So.
Go to the website. We can see it as long as you want to look at it and gander at it. This one's in Mountain City on Dogwood Avenue. Tell us about this one.
Land. Give me lots of land. Dogwood Avenue, Mountain City, Tennessee. Right there's acreage. Not far out, right outside of Mountain City there. Take a look at it if you want mountain acreage. Here we go. Another spot.
Mrs. Little, is he ever singing in the office? Because he's wanting to sing here today. Does he ever just bust loose and start
Hey, I can
crooning?
sing. You don't hear me sing? I did.
Sang to Brenda for her birthday.
I did. You
You're
like
such
that?
a good. Oh, you're just.
Honey, I
you're
said
cool as a
dog.
cucumber, Bubba. Good looks, he can sing too. He just ain't got no hair.
Don't have no hair.
Ain't got no hair. That's all
Ain't
right.
got none.
Broad Street, Elizabethton. Still
Yeah.
can't believe this one's still out there.
Still out there, still available. Great house there for the money as well. So I can't believe it. It's got river view there, river frontage, deck on the river. Good little place right there. Ready to move into. Totally redone. New concrete driveway. Great little spot.
The birthday girl's watching. Brenda Grindstaff. You know what Conway says? Hello, darling. She's a dandy.
Nice to see
She is a great lady. Judge Ben Allen Road in Elizabethton, up for sale. Tell us about this one.
Views out of this world view there. That's a really nice house. It would be good for two families. The mother-in-law quarters in the bottom there, a detached garage. Just super place there. Acreage,
Right.
close to town.
He does auctions. He does a residential real estate. And he does commercial real estate. This one's in Mountain City on South Church Street.
Great little spot right there too. Business in the front, apartment in the back. Could make that as a probably put 2 rentals there if you wanted it, but be a good verbose spot and have your little business in the back in the front there.
He also does just property. Here's a lot or some acreage. Let's see. This is Icy Lane rather, in Elizabeth. It's gone, sold.
Yep.
There you go. That's out. The Princess Office got is just she's eating fries in one hand and
snatched it
snapped the
away.
listing out in the other hand.
She snatched it.
She snatched it. West Riverside Drive.
Building lot, 1 acre, right on the river. Pretty spot there. So looking for a river lot in town, right beside the linear trail, behind the ball field. Great spot.
Property in Piney Flats.
Huffman Hollow Road, Tom. There is 30 acres plus. I can't remember. You're not far from Piney Flats, less than 5 minutes from downtown Piney Flats. Got a road to the top of the property. Great views, springs on the property. Nice spot.
I guarantee this got snow up on top of the mountain.
Yes.
Calusa Spur, I guess I say that. Roan Mountain property there.
Yeah, I was up there in October last year, and we had snow then.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty spot. Got great views. A little pretty property there. 14 acres. Already been perked for a 1 acre house site there. Nice little place.
Yep. All that again available at collinsandcompany.info now. Here it is, February. Typically, you would think it's slow this time of year, but obviously based on your listings, you're not. You're hopping, so we're getting ready to get into the really busy season of spring, right?
Yep, we got lots going on. Signed an auction contract this morning for one on Stony Creek. Got another one coming up Valley Forge. We've got a house and 2 lots we'll be selling in Siam pretty quick. Got a house downtown we'll be selling at auction. Personal property auctions coming up. Got the toy auction coming up. You didn't bring a flyer on that, did you? It's not in here. But we've got a great toy auction coming up. There'll be close to 1,000 lots of it, vintage toys.
Really?
Yeah. Really coming one lifetime collection from a guy here local. So great, lots of great stuff coming up. So
yep. So
thank
stay
y'all
tuned.
for sports.
collinsandcompany.info.
Yep. Watch our page. We've got lots of interesting things on our website. You know, you're going through a state process. We've got a state package on there for you to look through to help you through the process. You need attorney recommendations, give us a call. We'll help you any way we can.
In closing, the free market analysis. If you don't know what you think your property's worth, this man who does it for a living does it well full time, obviously. 97% closing rate. That means every 10 he lists and 9 go out the door, including that one. Took that one right out of my hand when I'm talking about it. So you move it. So tell me about the free market analysis.
Okay, give us a call. We'll come out and see what you got. We'll go over your options, how we can sell it, how we can help you sell it. Won't cost you a penny. We'll give you a value. Just call us.
What you deal with, and I understand this totally, the emotional attachment to your home. I may think mine's worth $2 million. You go, Tom, buddy, I love you. It's worth about $300,000. So sometimes you got to tell people that, right?
I'm pretty brutal with the truth. So if you don't like the truth, don't call me.
Well, but you move the product too.
Yeah, and I mean, I tell people that. I said, I'm just brutally honest, and that's the way I feel like I need to be.
Yeah.
Because 6 months down the road, you're going to know whether I lied to you or not.
That's it.
So,
when you have a sold sign in your yards, you know what? That rascal was right.
Been doing this for 20 years.
There you go. Proof's in the pudding.
Yeah.
Glad you came by. We're rolling to another year, man. I love it.
Always nice to stop by. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Had a record month last month. Lord blessed us, 144,000 views. So
that's amazing.
Yep. It's all about him. It's his show. Your business is backbone by the Lord. I know you that.
I ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing without him. So
that's right.
Are you going to come around here and let everybody see you in your pink? I've already talked you up. Come around here and let everybody see you real quick.
I'll let you in my chair.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'll see you. I love that rascal. He's a good feller. So I like him.
I ate all your fries.
And there she is. The office goddess. So how many agents you take care of now?
A lot.
Yeah. You got how many? 6? More than that?
9.
8? 8 or 9?
9.
Phone's buzzing all the time. She's typing, sending me stuff, updating me with auctions and stuff all the time, aren't you?
All the time.
8 full time.
Auction that works for our auction side too.
Oh, down on G Street?
Mm-hmm.
Got 8 down there too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're growing. Understandably so, do a good job. So anyway, this is Mrs. Little, the office goddess. Did you tell me you won tickets in the baseball thing to go see the Lady Vols?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Good for
Never
you.
been.
Never been?
Nope.
No, they say it's an experience. Joseph Taylor went down there last week and said every time out they're doing something, throwing stuff up in the stands and giving stuff away. It's like a carnival atmosphere, so you'll have fun.
We're going March the 1st.
Yep. Racing season starts this weekend. She's a big NASCAR redneck fan. I like it. Who's your favorite driver?
I like several.
Yeah. Well.
I have a lot I don't like too, though.
Who do you like? Who's your several? Kyle Larson?
He's okay. I'm a Kyle Busch kind of guy, kind of girl.
There we go.
I like some of the younger ones coming up, so.
Me and her likes Kyle Busch. Hopefully this will be his year.
I hope so.
He's due one.
He is very much so, yes.
He's running out of time. He's getting a little long in the tooth.
Yeah.
All right.
I also like Josh Berry.
Like Josh Berry too? All right.
We watched him in late models. We kind of watched him grow.
The office goddess at David Collins, collinsandcompany.info. Mrs. Little. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
see you.
She's awesome. Quick break. Leslie's in the house. She joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethan Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethan as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethancoc.org.
Back on the Tom Doe Sports Show. Look who stopped by. Our little buddy Leslie's in the house. Did you show me last time? Did I see on you guys sled riding? Was that something you did was that this year?
We were going to get you over to the house and sled ride.
Yeah. Well, we didn't. There ain't a sled big enough for me because my honeys, no, they ain't big. You gotta have one.
Go down on your belly.
Oh,
so you just take a run and jump and go.
So Randy be on top of me going down the hill sled riding. That's it.
We have two.
Yeah. Well, my daughter did one time. In fact, we talked about this weekend. We were talking that we were sled riding. She was on top, laying on, and I'm running the sled. She took my toboggan and pulled over my face and then rolled off. I ran into the fence. She still talks about that. I remember and hit this chain link fence like they killed me.
Oh my gosh!
And so she still talks about that. So you think Randy would do that to me if he was riding on top? And
no, but that would if you'd had funny home videos back then, you could have made 10,000.
Oh, absolutely,
at least.
Absolutely, guarantee it. So snow's cleared. For those of you watching out of state, we do have those. We appreciate that. We are looking at 50s and 60s here. Going to warm up, and we're thinking spring. And I'm sure we'll get some more cold weather, but every day gets closer to Liberty Celebration.
Woo-hoo.
So what's the very latest?
Well, we had tryouts this weekend. We had them all day Saturday and Sunday. There were people that didn't show up that had signed up, so if they want to show up, there's going to be they've got a break. There's going to be, I think, maybe Saturday afternoon that's coming up. Even though it's Valentine's Day, just for like 1 to 3, they're going to have tryout times face-to-face, and if you can't make those, they're going to do Zoom tryouts.
Now, we have a lot of first-time viewers. They come on all the time, which we appreciate. So there's somebody out there going, what is Liberty Celebration? What's this all about? So can you give them kind of a thumbnail what it's all about, please?
All right. This year's a big year, 250th celebration all across the United States for the birthday of the United States, and 230th for the state of Tennessee. And Liberty is all about where Liberty began, right here in East Tennessee.
Amen.
We fought. And Jennifer Bauer's book came out this week. Jennifer Bauer about Sycamore Shoals. It's Sycamore Shoals of the Watauga is the title of it. Jennifer Bauer used to be park manager there, and it's all about Sycamore Shoals. And I did not know this, but there was a map in there of the do you call them excursions that they fought during the Revolutionary War, the Over Mountain Men. They were in South Carolina, they were in North Carolina, they were in Georgia and Tennessee. And a significant battle that turned the tide of history was taking Patrick Ferguson out at Kings Mountain. That's one thing Liberty covers. They settled across the mountain and poo-pooed their noses at the king, British king, here in the East Tennessee area. They went past that proclamation line, which was the mountain range, basically, for the 13 colonies, formed their own government. It was the first government that was formed that governed the people even before the Declaration. So 2 years before the Declaration, or 1 year. So,
Poo-pooed their noses.
yeah, poo-pooed their noses.
We want some independence, and so that's what this is all about.
Yes. Attack of the Cherokee, the big attack on Fort Watauga's included in it, and also Transylvania Purchase. We do that, and we just bring history to life. And we would love to have you. And they're paid positions. You get paid to act and to bring history to life. And we really want to do it up big this year for the 250th.
The production is every weekend in June, so you got some time, but they're lining them up now, auditioning, and then we start practicing, and you look up, it'll be here. So
it'll be here, yep.
As I said earlier in the show, in my humble opinion, which doesn't mean a hill of beans, but the NFL bombed it. Instead of celebrating, they should have done a patriotic show of our 250th birthday of this country for the halftime show, and not a Spanish-speaking dude named Bad Bunny. So I thought they missed it.
We watched the TP USA one. It was good.
Did you like it?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most of the people I've talked to, I was in church, most people I've talked to did, in fact, watch the Turning Point USA. So, but either way, NFL should have done, I think, a patriotic show for our nation's birthday.
I agree.
But they didn't. But we are Liberty Celebration here, so we're still.
Right.
So when's our next? Are we done with auditions? We still got another one.
Saturday, I think they're going to try Saturday 1 to 3, so you got a chance to do face-to-face there, or they'll get you a Zoom audition if you can't make that. We do have paperwork night, which is you got to sign all this paperwork to get your money.
Sorry.
But that's February 24th at the park, 6:30 to 8:30, and they'll help you go through the paperwork and sign it up, and you get your script, and you get to start studying. You find out who you are, which parts you've made.
You are.
And then we start rehearsals via Zoom in March, on March 3rd. It's every Tuesday and Thursday, and then night. And then April, we're face-to-face at the park in the gathering room, and then May, we're outside at the fort. Yep, every Tuesday, Thursday.
So the first things up is auditioning this Saturday. That's the first things first. Now, we promoted this with her for this is our 11th year of the show. We've done it every year, but this is, in my opinion, this is the year because it ties into the 250th birthday of the greatest country in the world. That's us, based on godly principles, how we found this country. So I'm going to push this hot and heavy from now till June because this is a big deal.
It is.
And we appreciate her coming and willing to talk it up every week. And
Marsha Blackburn, Diane Harshbarger, Bill Lee, anybody else out there, you need to come see it this year. This year's going to be the year. You want to celebrate the 250th, come celebrate with us, East Tennessee.
Yep. That's exactly right. Because, and of course, the people she's referring to, if you're out-of-state folks, Bill Lee's our governor. And our congressmen are Diane Harshbarger and Marsha Blackburn, who's running for governor now. So that would be a wise thing for them to come see it because it's our birthday.
I'm inviting Trump right now.
He watches.
Trump. And I am inviting J.D. Vance and anybody else that wants to come from Washington. J.D. might.
And I tell you, I like that guy. So.
The veterans would love to have him come.
And you know what? I would have no problem Melania Trump rolled in here too.
That's fine too.
She can walk. I can escort her right up to the front. So
okay.
Donald J, get out of the way is what I would say.
Primo seats.
Cowboys in the building. Let me escort you wherever you want to go, ma'am. You want some fries at Chick-fil-A? I can make that happen. So anyway, so coming up Saturday, tell me one more time Saturday.
1 to 3, I think, is what it's going to be. They're going to put it out online. Just watch the Friends of Sycamore Shoals or the Liberty site on Facebook, and it'll let you know for sure.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
See you next week.
All righty.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Gary Rose here, talk a little SEC basketball. Can we even contain the guy? I'm not sure because his team beat the Vols in a comeback fashion. He's going to be on cloud nine. We're talking SEC basketball next.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we're live here again at Chick-fil-A. It's bracelets and brownies tonight from 5 till 7. Come by and make a bracelet for Valentine's Day for you, or certainly for your Valentine. And get to sample the brownies from 5 till 7 tonight, which would be a really cool thing. And the brownies are out of this world good. Let me show you again the trays before we get Gary in here and get him rolling. This is coming. Valentine's Day is coming up on Saturday, obviously. And so, let's see, I'll show you. Here it is. There's the trays. Heart-shaped tins. Be sure and walk in here Saturday morning and want one of these because you ain't going to get one. I can tell you right now. They sell out. They want limited supplies. You can choose from inside this heart-shaped tin. Says, say it with a heart. 10-count chicken minis, which are awesome. 30-count nuggets. 10-count chicken strips. Hang on. Frog. 10-count chicken strips. 6-count of cookies or 12-count of brownies. In the heart-shaped tin, say it with a heart. From right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, limited quantities. So you've been told on Monday, if you wait till Thursday or Friday, I dare say they'll be gone because they go quick. They go quick. So top 25 college basketball tonight. 22nd ranked St. John's. Patino and the boys will have Xavier at home. 24th ranked Louisville. New polls come out this afternoon. This will all change. But tomorrow will be at Cannon's Furniture. 24th ranked Louisville hosting NC State tonight. And the biggie, top-ranked Arizona at number 11 Kansas. Jayhawks kind of been hot and cold, so this is their chance to really get a signature win tonight.
Yeah, they're playing well. I think they match up pretty decent with Arizona. Maybe the first team Arizona's faced this year that they actually do have some a good matchup. You know, they kind of, in my opinion, they play a little bit of a weak schedule out west, and this will be a good challenge for them tonight, and especially in Lawrence. You know, at Kansas will be a tough place to win.
It'll be rocking.
Yep.
Yesterday, number 2 Michigan, 21-point win over Ohio State. Wolverines are for real.
Yeah, they're tough.
13th ranked Texas Tech, 7-point win yesterday over West Virginia. Your boys don't play again until Saturday. The Cats will be in Florida to battle the Gators. But
yeah, it's a tough matchup.
What about Saturday, the big win over the Tennessee Volunteers?
That's twice. I mean, twice the comeback wins. You know, that's kind of the history or the story of this team this year. They're, you know, I don't like this. If it is a philosophy or a strategy, as a fan, I don't like being a second half team going into the break at down double digits. It seems like more times than not, and then they seem to turn it up in the second half. That's going to come back to bite you eventually. But
it didn't Saturday. It beat you.
It didn't Saturday. They figured out how to play some defense on the perimeter on Saturday. Was able to get Tennessee a little bit of transition, and Kentucky is as good as anybody in transition. But it's when you get them into a half-court offense, it's a little different, especially with a couple of our guards. A shooting guard and our point guard is done for the year, and it kind of has limited us to being able to to run some offense to where we can get some good looks at three. But I don't know. They figured it out on Saturday, and they decided to grow up a little bit and get rough as well and play rough in the second half. And they usually don't like to play physical, but they played physical, and I think it kind of took Tennessee aback a little bit because I don't think they like to play physical either. Well, they like to play physical. They don't like to be physical, and so I think Kentucky they made some adjustments and they came out the victor. But there comes a point in time where a team can put two halves together and will beat Kentucky pretty bad, I'm afraid. And it could be Florida this Saturday. Florida is
playing some really good basketball.
Florida is probably the best team in the SEC, and seems to be getting better every week.
Yep, they're getting together.
They've got great guard play. They're huge. They're big like Michigan is. They've got at least three true postmen that play their positions very well and can score the ball very well, rebound very well, and then of course you add in really good guard play, and they've got the makings of a team that can go deep in the tournament. I think.
The 7'9" guy, is he a stiff or can he play?
I'm not very sold on him. He's he's kind of a carny attraction for the last minute and a half, But
how could you be 7'9" and not get any playing time?
Yeah, he just I think he
throw
just,
him the
just
ball and he's there.
Awkward, yeah.
I mean, somebody needs to get with this guy and train him up, get him. I mean, 7'9", that's God given. You need to take advantage of that, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But apparently he doesn't, according to our buddy who's donning his Kentucky blue shirt today, Gary Rowe. We got 3 birthdays today. Carole King, she's 84, if you're a Carole King fan. Joe Pesci from the Home Alone series. He was I can't remember what their names.
Marv,
he was the little one. He was the mastermind. He's 83 today. And then Travis Tritt's having a birthday, 63. Marv, and what was the other one's name?
What was the Home Alone guys' names? Marv and what? Harry. Yeah, Harry and Marv. That's it.
We just have to reference the mama.
The Wet Bandits.
The Wet Bandits.
Yeah.
So Marv was a little one, right? Joe Pesci?
I think so, yeah.
He's 83 today. So
83, years young.
There you go. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the SEC. Tomorrow night, Vanderbilt at Auburn, and Arkansas at LSU. Those Vanderbilt currently this week, new polls out today. Right now they're 15th, and Arkansas is 21st. Wednesday, you've got Florida at Georgia, where Tennessee will go to Mississippi State, Alabama at Ole Miss, and Missouri at Texas A&M. That's Wednesday's games. Any of those jump out at you?
The Vanderbilt game is probably going to be the better of the game. Vanderbilt and Auburn is probably going to be better of the games. Arkansas should roll. Here again, there's good old Calipari. Here you've got a team that's,
you just don't like this guy.
I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't.
You don't. Good old Calipari. That was a swipe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so tickled that Kentucky beat him, but he's got a team that's loaded, and here they are, up and down as his usual teams are.
Mm-hmm.
But they shouldn't have any trouble. The other games you mentioned, I don't see any of those. I don't see any surprises. In other words, Florida should beat Georgia. Bama should beat Ole Miss. Tennessee should beat Mississippi State, and the Missouri A&M game may be a decent game, but A&M has proven that they're figured out a little bit and maybe playing a higher level, and so they're starting to lose some games. And you and I both know it's just like football. There's no dominant. You go on the road in the SEC.
You better strap it on.
You better play with mouth guards on, because it's going to be a fight.
Absolutely. Then on Saturday, I think the marquee game, Kentucky at Florida, that's a biggie.
It's a battle for first place.
Auburn and Arkansas would be a good one. Yep. Because right now, at this point, Florida's 8-2, Kentucky's 8-3. Arkansas and Texas A&M are 7-3. A little surprised the Aggies are up there at 7-3, and then you look down at the bottom, you got South Carolina and Oklahoma at 2-9, LSU at 2-8. Coming up through the ranks, Mississippi schools both are 3-7.
Both struggling. Both those schools are struggling.
Yeah. Auburn and Georgia are 500 at 5-5. Texas at 6-5. Missouri and Tennessee and Alabama and Vanderbilt all 6-4. Then up next, we said Arkansas and A&M at 7-3. On the top of the leaderboard is Florida 8-2, and right behind them is Kentucky 8-3. So first place on the line at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah.
In Gainesville.
Yeah.
So Tennessee will be at home against LSU on Saturday. That should be a W. Let's see. Maybe Auburn and Arkansas could be interesting on Saturday. So that's your SEC schedule for Valentine's Day. So Wildcats in Florida. So, all right. So the guys got you right now at 8-3 and 17-7. Are you feeling better about Pope? You were down on him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Tom. I'm still not completely sold on him. I mean, beyond even the season, you know how many recruits we've got signed?
Zero.
Yeah.
Which at this point should have some, shouldn't you?
You should have some. And, you know, if you're going to live and die by the portal, you know, this 2 years in a row, his big promising portal players came in injured. And as you would expect, they didn't play most of the season. And the big one that was supposed to be our lottery pick, he's going to end up playing about 5 games this year and making several $1 million off of our university, you know. And so I'm not completely sold on him. The team's finding a way to win, there's something to be said about that. I'm not going to take everything away from him because he does make adjustments. But there comes a point in time where do you come out? When do you come out competitive? You know, why do you have to wait and see how far you're down to make adjustments? And so,
why don't you come out and step on the throat to begin with?
Yeah, I just nobody understands that,
Yeah.
and so, I think he loves his players, and I appreciate that. I know that he loves the university, and I certainly appreciate that. But I just feel like he's in over his head a little. I think he's a good coach, but I think when you coach a blue blood, a Kentucky, Carolina, Duke, you know, upper echelon teams, Kansas, so forth, you've got to be there's got to be something different about how you strategize. You have to see yourself as at a different level and compete at a different level. And Kentucky has gotten to the point where we're almost equal with other teams, hoping to put things together for a second half, and that's just not the Kentucky way. And so I think it's just it's up in the air for him still. I mean, it's great to beat Tennessee twice. It's great to beat Arkansas. I mean, you know, people may be saying, "Quit crying about it," because you're winning games, and I agree. I'm glad to be winning, but it's just the style of winning and his overall style. Defense is not sharp. They don't guard the perimeter at all. They proved that with Ament and Gillespie on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those guys nearly outscored us in the first half, just the two of them.
Yep.
And you know, at what point can you not make an adjustment on the fly and run good shooters off of if you go zone, go zone. But make him shoot you out of his zone. But why not be able to make those adjustments on the fly rather than go in down double digits? And so that all being said, I think he's got another season to prove himself, and then it could get a little testy for him because he's got a tough schedule still ahead of him in the SEC alone. You know, he's got Florida this week. He's still got some games ahead of him. He's got Vanderbilt at home. He's still got some games. Auburn still. He's got some games ahead of him that still could be a trap for us, and so, you know, we'll see. I hope not. I hope we win out, but there's just something about the situation that just doesn't seem right.
Well, the barometer of every basketball team out there in America, we're not where we are on February the 9th, but where we're going to be in March.
Yeah.
Can we make a run? Can we compete for a national championship? That's the whole point. So right now you're telling me Kentucky can't.
I mean, right now we're looking at a 7 seed.
Okay.
You know, and that puts you playing a decent team first round. And right now, a decent team that can shoot the ball well beats us. And so because we can't defend the perimeter well, and so. Then not only does that make you have a decent, what's it put you at, a 7-10 first round, a 10 seed?
Mm-hmm.
That means second round you're going to be playing a pretty high seed.
Puts you in a dangerous spot.
Puts you in a dangerous spot. And and so we'll see. I just, like I said, I'm thankful to be winning, and you know, a win's a win, they say, but That's true, but you got to think long term. And when you're thinking about a program that's trying to maintain and go even beyond what they've been in the past, as kind of one of those poster children for college basketball, right now we're on a kind of even plane with teams that we've dominated over the years. So
some would watch this and say parity. So, when it all comes down to it, it's parity because everybody's getting an even playing field, even more so. But your point is, and it's well taken, Kentucky and North Carolina and Kansas and Duke and these guys, in theory, are a cut above everybody else. It's them and everybody else, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And
there is great parity. There is great parity across college sports now altogether, and even in basketball. But if you look at Kentucky even right now versus a Carolina or a Duke, both of those teams wear us out.
I would agree.
And so, we'll just see. That's why you play the game. But if you ask me if I'm sold on Pope, not completely.
What a finish by North Carolina tonight! The buzzer beater.
What a game!
Out of the corner.
What a game!
Yeah.
We've got some families in our church that are big Dukies, and one family in particular that split Duke Carolina, and so Sunday was interesting for us yesterday, and of course on Duke Carolina week I'm able just to sit back and poke at one side, kind of stoke the fire.
You're going to win either way.
Yeah.
You're going to win either way. Somebody's going to lose that game. You can poke the bear.
But I asked Bible study this morning at the sheriff's office. We were talking about that game, and you never would make this call, but how is that not a technical on North Carolina? They stormed the court.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not going to make the call, and I don't blame them for not making the call. But
in theory, that should be the call.
But in theory, is it?
Yeah,
I would think it would have to be.
Because the game wasn't over.
Yeah.
So it's a technical foul on the home team.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would think it would be. So.
But if they want to get out of there alive, they didn't call that. But that's not right. If they break the rules, break the rules.
I agree.
That was a technical foul.
I agree, but there's no way. 0.4 of a second left. There's no way you make that call. But if it's a rule, it's a rule. But I'm curious. I'd be curious to see what the ruling is on that.
If the rule's in place, it's got to be followed through. So sorry that you got put in that position. We're paying you good money to make these. You're an official of probably the biggest rivalry game in America is Duke and North Carolina. So you got to make that call. Storming the court's technical foul.
I would think it would have to be.
So I got no dog in the hunt either way.
Me either. I mean, now that was.
But it is what it is.
That was Kentucky, Carolina, and roles are reversed, and I'm screaming technical foul. But but I mean, at this point, but I am sincerely curious if that is that not what the call should be.
I would think.
But I don't know.
You storm the court with time still left on the clock, and you obstructed the opportunity to finish the game.
Yeah.
Then the obstruction should be penalized for it.
You would think.
So,
but I don't know.
If they storm the field in football before the game's over, don't they get a 15-yard penalty?
I would think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, they didn't.
Yeah.
They move on. They got to play each other again at Duke before the season's over, which will be.
Well, that's what I said this morning. Now, I mean, that game, and I told Michelle, of course, she could care less. She was sitting over there watching her phone, watching Hallmark something, and I said, here we go. I said, another classic. And
she said what?
She kind of looked over and she's like,
what's going on?
Oh, really? I was like, oh, yeah. I said, this one's going down to the wire. And
she was oblivious. Could care less. You got it.
And then Carolina hits that shot, and I was like, oh, man, he hit it. And but then I told the guys this morning, I said, that game sets up the second one. The second one's going to be.
They're probably camped out there now waiting on those games.
I wouldn't doubt it, yeah.
I don't know when it is, but it's got to be coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah, it's usually the last game of the season.
It'll be at Cameron this time around, and you better believe it will be. You talking about a basketball team's going to be harassed the minute they walk on the floor?
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
More than normal?
Yeah.
What do they dress them out? 14, 16 guys from Tar Heels the minute they hit the court? Well, I can tell you this story. Back when I was doing the Citadel play-by-play, we went and played Duke. And it was a Christmas, so the students weren't there, but still, when you call the game at Cameron, at least it used to be, the visiting radio, you go up on top of the balcony, you have to go over top of this big steam pipe. It's about this big around. And then you sit and you look down on the court, literally. It's a pretty precarious place. Anyway, so I'm watching the game. We're getting drilled. It was the Christian Leitner days, Grant Hill and those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And Citadel was a checkbook game for them. It was Christmas break. But anyway, I see the guys on the team doing this, sitting on the bench. And they're doing this all the time.
Yeah.
And I noticed the back the jerseys, which are powder blue, are getting dark blue. Story goes, the students behind them are shooting them with water guns with ice cold water, and they're sitting on the bench and they're doing this the whole time.
You gotta love it.
And so took them totally out of the game because they couldn't focus on the game. They're waiting on when they're gonna get squirted again with ice cold water.
Oh me!
Not just water, but ice cold water. So when you go to Cameron, it's a different place.
Oh yeah.
And when these guys walk on the floor, whenever they go in there, they're going to be. They won't have a moment's peace.
Oh, Carolina, yeah, it's going to be a war.
Oh yeah,
it really is.
And the crowd will very much play into this game.
Yeah.
Second time around, no question. So
Duke's a little bit bitter still that Carolina beat them on Coach K's last game there.
They ain't gotten over that one yet.
No,
either.
still haven't gotten over it.
No.
So it's going to be a battle, and it's going to be fun to watch. And if you're a sports fan, clear out your schedule to watch that one because it's going to be a good one.
Who's the best team in college basketball? Still Arizona?
I think we'll be able to answer that a little better tonight. Honestly, I think we'll see how Kansas plays against them because I think they match up pretty well. I still think Michigan's the best team, and my top four. I know they've lost a couple of games, but I still. If I were a team, any team out there, I would not want to have Michigan State in my bracket. I'm telling you, they play well at tournament time anyways. Izzo prepares them so well, but they are so good defensively. Did you watch the Michigan State game?
Clamped them down.
I've never seen two teams go at it like that. I've never seen players so physically exhausted after 40 minutes than those two teams were. That was impressive to watch.
By the way, FYI, that's what I was looking up when you were talking. I wasn't ignoring you. North Carolina plays at Duke on March the 7th.
Yeah, it's the last game of the season. Yeah.
So
the season goes into a little later than in March this year. So, you were telling that story. I'll tell you a quick one on me, kind of on me. It's really on me. My dad and I had a cousin or two, and we went to a Reds game. And I was about, 15, 16 years old. And there were two ladies that came and sat right directly in front of me and my dad. He was sitting beside of me, right in front of us. And they'd already been in the spirits quite a bit by the time they even got to their seats.
In the sauce a little bit.
They continued to sauce themselves a little bit.
Yep.
Well, I was just watching the game, and I knew obviously they weren't in the right state of mind, but I was watching the game, and I was chewing sunflower seeds the whole game, and then and I just spitting them on the ground in front of me. It came about the 7th, 8th inning, and I just happened to look in front of me, and I had spit the woman's head completely full of sunflower seeds, and it was sitting right in front of me. And I poked Dad, and I was like, "Hey," I said, "I filled that woman's head plumb full of sunflower seeds." He said, "She's drunk, son. Just let it go."
And you did.
I did.
There you go. And she didn't ever figure it out, did she?
She never.
No.
Till she took a shower that night, she probably wondered, wouldn't I eat sunflower seeds?
Got home and combed them sunflower seeds out of her hair. But she was inebriated. She didn't know. Didn't
she
care.
Didn't know. No. She deserved it.
That's it. That's a good story. The old sunflower seeds. You still chew them?
Every once in a while.
Enough,
yeah, I like them every once in a while.
Yeah. Same here. They're good. We sit in the dugout and eat sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
A lot of work to get that little seed out of there.
There is, yeah.
A lot of chewing and crunching and all that, but that's good. Spit it, cover the back of her head in sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
She was oblivious.
She's completely oblivious.
That's it. Thanks for coming by,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
See you next week.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Our buddy Gary Rowe talk a little SEC basketball. We'll come right back, talk NASCAR, Daytona 500 this weekend. We'll talk about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth and your Cowboy store and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
And I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie's delicious.
And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show, baseball trade of sorts. Spring training starts tomorrow for some of the teams. Pitchers and catchers reporting tomorrow. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Red Sox acquiring third baseman Caleb Durbin, D-U-R-B-I-N, Durbin from the Brewers in a 6-player trade. Sent left-hander Kyle Harrison back to the Brewers. So ending the Red Sox winter-long search for right-handed hitting infielder on the eve of spring training opening. They also acquired Andrew Monasterio, utility man Anthony Sigler for the Red Sox. So Durbin finished third in the finished third in the National League Rookie of the Year voting last year. So they get Caleb Durbin from the Milwaukee Brewers, the Red Sox do. So again, spring training starting for a lot of the teams coming up this weekend. Let's see, what else? Lindsey Vaughn, let's talk about her for just a second. Again, tore her ACL last week. Now, she tore it. Most people, and her included now looking back, need to have some time to have the body heal. We're not robots. We're not $6 million men and women. That's how God set this thing up. Lindsey Vaughn, again, a devastating crash, broke her leg. Now, this is because she went back way too soon. So she was going around 70 miles an hour. Hooked her arm on the gate, which twisted her around. She was going about 70 downhills that twist your body around. Well, yeah. But again, she's out there on a knee that just went to a torn ACL. I'm fine. It's not a problem. We're going to get right back at her and do it. And I get her being competitive. I understand that. But sometimes reality takes over what you want, what you like to have. In this case, she wanted another chance, and I get it. She's a competitor. Waited all this time for another chance for Winter Olympics. She's 41 years old, probably her last one because of her age, although she may make it a goal to come back and try it one more time. We'll have to see on that one. But anyway, they took her to, again, off the slopes, and this time she has a broken leg. So, and she got taken to a clinic and then transferred to a larger hospital. So went through an orthopedic operation to stabilize a fracture reported in her left leg. So she's out, and I get that. She's a 4-time overall World Cup champion, very competitive, wanted one more shot at it. I totally get all that. But again, you tear your ACL, you can't just come back, oh, I feel great, it's not a problem. Well, it was a problem. So, and, you know, it was her choice. It's her body. She's not, I can still do this, and she did, but she didn't. So I hated it for her, but, you know, I mean, I get it to a point that you can't. I talk about this all the time on this show, and I talk with it frequently with Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services, that we don't let our bodies, and we're talking about our kids, we don't let them recoil, recycle, re-up, whatever, give them some time off to rest up. And so, and he said this on the show before, the number of knee injuries are astronomically more than normal because he feels like, we're talking about Justin Smith from Physical Therapy Services, he feels like the reason being is that they don't ever let their bodies recover or heal. I think there's some truth to that. So anyway, that's what's going on. So Lindsey Vonn with a broken leg now, she's out, and I hated it for her. But, you know, again, you got to let your body heal up and rest, and she didn't. With a torn ACL, went right back at it, broke her leg. Now she's out totally for the rest of the competition. We get ready for the Daytona 500 coming up for first round of practice on Wednesday. The second practice will be on Friday, but in between they're qualifying on Wednesday. So you have a practice one, then qualifying on Wednesday night. Then you have the dual races on Thursday, another practice on Friday, another practice on Saturday, and they'll run it at 2:30 on Sunday. So the Daytona 500 here, the NASCAR season ready to go. And so they'll be on the track with their first practice session coming up on Wednesday. Then qualifying Wednesday night for the top two spots on the front row, I should say. Top two, the pole and the number 2 will be determined on Wednesday. Then the rest of the field will get set based on the dual races on Thursday. Another practice on Friday, another practice on Saturday, and they'll drop the green flag and get with it at 2:30 on Sunday. The Great American Race, the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway in Florida, of course. All right. We're going to wrap it up right after this. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll come right back after you see this and hear this from one of our great sponsors, the good folks from Lingerfield Drug Center. And downtown Elizabeth will be there on Wednesday on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfield Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show, and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfield Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, you know, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. You know, a lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfield Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Here it is, the verse today to wrap it up. Psalms 18:6 says, in my distress. Nope, that's the wrong one. Let's go to this one. There we go. Psalms 56:3-4 says, when I'm afraid, I will trust in you. In God, whose word I praise, in God I trust, I will not be afraid. What can mortal man do to me? I love it. We added, it's so reassuring to know that no matter what situations we're going through, that you see it all, you already know it all, and that we're not to be afraid but to be totally trusting in you because you're God above all things and above all people. Amen. That's awesome. Good way to end it. Again, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, again, that is reference Psalms 56, verses 3 and 4 to wrap up the show. Thanks again to Leslie Broccoli and Gary Rowe and David Collins stopping by on the show. Tomorrow we'll be live at Cannon's Final Home Furnishings just in time for Valentine's Day on Saturday. Got a big furniture sale going on. And we appreciate Gary Rowe coming in his Kentucky blue. What else would he wear? He ain't wearing Tennessee orange. So his head just swiveled. Zzz, like, what are you smoking? I'm not wearing Tennessee orange over there. I understand that. You got him Kentucky blue. What I like, he said, Mrs. Rowe was oblivious to the game. She didn't care. She's watching a Hallmark movie. I love that. I appreciate that so much. When he was watching a big game, North Carolina Duke, she was watching a Hallmark movie. I get it. It's good stuff. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Back tomorrow, show number 2444. Tomorrow from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings here in Elizabethton. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2443 today. From Chick-fil-A